Hey, welcome back. So on today's episode of What Are We Doing on the Farm is we are going to be moving these gates. We're actually going to swap them. And the reason for that is this gate, when we open it this way, it has about a 18 or 24 inch gap because it doesn't go all the way. And what we think happened once upon a time is this gate was actually attached to this post that then opened up. And for some reason, the previous owners swapped the gates. And so since we use these gates for sorting, it'd be nice to be able to sort directly into the pins instead of putting them in here. And having it overlapped doesn't make sense. So anyways, we're gonna switch these gates around. That is what we're doing today. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get me up to 800. That'd be really awesome if we could hit it at the end of the year. Okay, so this gate over here is 141 inches. So I came over here, I drew a tape measure from that corner to over here, made some marks on where we're gonna cut the guardrail. So now we need to go grab the tractor so we can go get the cutting torches over here. We got to cut the guardrail. We got to cut this hinge off, and then we got to cut this hinge off. But what I'm going to do first, especially since I got calves coming in, is we're going to cut this and set the post. We'll set the post, and then tomorrow or the next day we can come in and cut this gate and move it over here, weld that gate on over here. We can also pull out this post, and I may end up, well, no, I'm just thinking out loud here. What we'll probably have to do is just tie this gate up, because I am going to create a hole, and I am just going to feed these calves in here for a day or two. Since they are my new calves, we'd like to look for any sickies or anything that may be coming in. So we kind of isolate them for a hot second, and then we put them out with the rest of the calves there. So that's one of the ways we're controlling herd management there. But anyways, once this gate gets moved, there's going to be about a 1.5 foot space here, which I think will be okay, because that'll give somebody the opportunity to scoot around the gate if they need to. It'll close in really nice, and so I think that's going to be okay, because there's always somebody manning the gate either here or somebody manning the gate over there. All right, so we got the tanks out. Got our chain hooked up to the gate, so when we cut on this, it doesn't fall over. Typically pretty helpful. So now all we got to do is we got to cut these hinges off. Turn the gas on would be helpful. Cut these guys out. Okay, so we're committed now. I went ahead while y'all weren't looking, I went ahead and cut the guardrail. So the next thing to do is wrap a chain around this pipe and see if we can get it out of the ground. And then we can come around and we can get this pipe out of the ground. And then we can get serious about digging a hole and getting a new pipe concreted in. That would be a great amount of progress if we could get that far today. So let me get this chain around the hole. No, let me get the chain around the pipe, because that would probably work better. And get this sucker out of the ground. I'm going to try and dig this hole with the auger, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it or not. Okay, we got that hole dug. That worked out a lot better than what I thought it was going to. So now I'll just go get a digging bar and help finesse that hole a little bit. We'll go get some water. We'll go get a pipe, cut it. So it's kind of the next thing we got to do. We got a cloud coming over us, which is fantastic. And we don't need these bottles anymore, or for right now. So what I'm going to do is dump them into this other section over here so the cattle that come in tonight don't bother it. We don't want them knocking these bottles over. Ugh. So it is decided to start thundering and lightning and threaten of rain. That guy right there, he just kind of came out of nowhere. Rain into the cup about 5 to 8 miles north of us. So I'm going to call it quits for a little bit while, you know, working in metal corrals and stuff. Isn't really my fun thing to do with lightning around. So we'll catch this video back up whenever I start working on it again.